Hey there, Hofstra fans. Welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report here on GoHofstra.com. My name's Kevin Dexter, joined by the head coach of the Hofstra Pride men's soccer team, Richard Nuttall. Coach, thanks for the time. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Especially after the win at the weekend, it's always nice to chat after a win.
Yeah, coming off that season-opening win at Lehigh, what were your overall thoughts? Start off the season with a big W.
Yeah, it was a great win, to be honest. It was solid. Defensively, I thought we were strong. Offensively, we created chances, didn't finish a few, but just a good all-round solid performance against a very feisty, hard-working Lehigh team. So it was a great start.
You get a goal from Mikey Memich, someone that you were looking for a lot of goals from, I'm sure, from this season. You also get one on a penalty kick from Chris Greaves. How good was that for their confidence?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Mikey struggled last year coming into this conference with his speed and athleticism. His soccer IQ is very good, and we expect great things from him this year. And he started off well with the goal and could have, with a little bit of luck, had a second one. So on that front, it's good for Mikey to get a good start. With Chris Greaves, being honest, he didn't have a particularly good game, but he's created one and he scored a penalty. So very, very happy for him too. And the good news is they didn't play particularly well, those two, but they did a job, you know.
Well, we know Lehigh is a good team, a team that you want to get a W against. So how does that help you with the rest of the coaching staff in terms of the confidence?
Well, you've just got to look at it in a step-by-step basis. As a first step, it's a great step. Now the next step is against St Francis, who are a quality team. So from my point of view, beating Lehigh at Lehigh was a wonderful step in terms of helping our morale and our belief. They were difficult to beat at their place. I think they were undefeated the year before at their place. So it shows that it was a quality win. But we're not getting ahead of ourselves. We understand that, you know, St Francis is going to be a wonderful challenge, and we've got to take, as they say, each game as it comes.
Well, a lot of new faces in their first games in Hofstra uniforms on the pitch against Lehigh. What do you think of those guys and what they did in their first games here at Hofstra?
Yeah, I mean, the freshmen who came into the team did very well, but I think the base of the win was from the back four, and the back four has a lot of experience, you know, between Tommy at right back and Sean and Tyler, and then left back Steph, who doesn't normally play. He was fantastic with Steph Berea at left back. So they provided us the platform for the team to do well, and the three freshmen in midfield, centre mid, did well, as did Aaron Rumler, Greaves and Maid. So just a solid performance from those guys, and one that they got off to a good start, the younger players.
Well, something you had spoken about was taking the team on a bit of a trip before the game to kind of get the cohesiveness. How much do you think that helped?
I think it was fantastic for building leadership amongst the team and creating teamwork. You know, we did practice, but a lot of our focus was on team building exercises. We did some ropes courses, we played some sports together, we had some challenges. It was just, you know, being out there in Pennsylvania in some log cabins, it just brought everybody together, not having all the amenities that you're used to, and just a great team building exercise. I'm very, very happy that we went there.
Well, I'm sure you won most of the events too.
I was unbelievable.
Well, you brought up the St. Francis game coming up on Thursday. That's your next task for this Pride team, playing them at home, your first home game of the year. First, before we talk about the Terriers, how important is it going to be, or how nice is it to be finally back at home after going on that trip and being away at Lehigh?
Well, home is where the heart lies, and we love our stadium, and we love playing at home. It's where we practice, so you've got to think we have a slight advantage there. But we've got to remain focused. St. Francis are a very good team. They're tough. They've got players who've got great soccer IQ, and we've got to understand it's a major challenge for us. I think the fact that they lost 1-0 to UConn on a penalty indicates the level of ability that St Francis have. You know, UConn in some polls are #1, and they've gone there, and they've come away with a 1-0 loss against one of the best teams in the country. So it's going to be a major, major challenge, and we realise that.
And St. Francis is a team that you've gone back and forth with. You lost at their place recently, the last time you guys played them in a close game. Does that make the rivalry factor? Does that make this even more of a go must-get game for your team? Yeah,
every game's important. It's particular. It's interesting because they're close by, and there's a lot of players. They know their players, you know, and vice versa. So I think there is a rivalry developing, and it's going to be interesting.
Well, looking ahead, after that, you do have another road game against Monmouth too, so now you're starting to get to the grind where you're going to have to prepare for the 2 games in a couple of days. So does that change the preparation as well as you get into the season?
No, we're just looking at St Francis now. We'll worry about Monmouth the minute we finish the St Francis game. So it's just one game at a time, that old cliche. We're just working on looking how we can hopefully beat St Francis.
Well, what do you think the key is going to be to beat St. Francis and get to 2-0 in the year?
I think the key is keeping the ball in midfield, moving the ball quickly and taking our chances. It's going to be a game of few chances in my opinion, so we've just got to finish when we can.
All right, Richard Nuttall, the head coach of the Hofstra Pride men's soccer team. Again, his team playing at home here at Hofstra Soccer Stadium against St. Francis, 7 o'clock start. Make sure you come out and support the Pride, Coach. Thanks for the time. Good luck on Thursday.
Thanks very much.
And thank you for tuning in to the WB Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com.